Some stickers. Looked a bit plain before. What I also did is I cut out this, put a bit of mesh. Yeah, so it's looking all right now. A little bit better. What I normally do with bodies is line the whole lot up with its fiberglass plasterboard joint tape and some silicone. It's all clear silicone, which is near the same as shoe glue, I reckon, but it puts a little bit of weight on it, so I just did it at the mounting points everywhere, and silicone that in as well. But one thing I was really impressed with, which I never tried beforehand, was getting the big creases out of these. Like this one had a big, this one here had a big crease going across here, and there's all, yeah, that one there was huge. So I got the heat gun onto it and it came out. And same with over here, you can still see the line, but it's not deformed like it was. Both sides had a little bit there. So yeah, he's better. Can't believe it. I don't know why I didn't try it before. I should really try it there too, actually. But no, it's coming out alright. Believe it or not, I nearly bought a different one. Another one again. A V2. Always liked the version 2 of these Losis. Which is the grey and orange shells. But this guy, for some reason, didn't want to use PayPal. He goes, no, I don't like PayPal. So yeah, so no go there. Otherwise I would have bought a version 2, because I always liked just the look of them. And I would have got rid of this one, the Rovan, but I guess the Rovan is here to stay. Right, what you guys normally do online on YouTube, show what sort of goodies that you receive in the mail. Check out what sort of goodies I got, compared to what you guys get. I got some spacers. I went Rovan. They were the cheapest. I thought, I'll just go cheapest. It's a Rovan. That was about $8. Bought some Losi cups. Bought a gasket. Always need gaskets, I'm telling you. Bought some diff seals and gaskets. Bought another gasket. Bought some grease for the gears. Gasket, 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 more gaskets. Bought some 5,000 and 10,000, which was just a front and rear diff. Bought some oil for that. Another set is going to be front and back. Spare boots, rod ends, and some more gaskets, but different ones. And I got a sticker. Not very exciting, is it? I just thought, when I've got carb issues, I just don't have gaskets. And, you know, to eliminate carb issues, you need new gaskets, just to make sure that that's done and dealt with, and you move on to the other issue for if there's still an issue. So yeah, I got all sorts. Exhaust, intake, and filter. So yeah, you got a set of 3 there. Last time I bought the whole kit with the gears and pins and all that, Personally, I don't believe I needed that, or unless it's really crunching, that's when you need all that. But nah, I haven't used this before. I just used normal car grease, but it seems a little bit too thick, so I thought I'd get some of this later on down the track. And I should have, instead of wasting my money on this stuff, I should have got there's two types of grease. There's one by what is it, Team Fast Eddie, a little container of grease. I should have got that instead. So I think it'd be better than that, but maybe next time. Should keep me out of trouble for a while. So much better having the two Losis now, I'm telling you. Like, I don't have to buy spares for two different types of cars. I thought this mesh plate would do the trick, but it's possible that, because this on a rollover, I heard these two gears hitting each other. It does a certain sound, and so when it was rolling, you could hear it going, you know, just touching and going. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's because I've got plastic braces a bit too flexible. So I've got some of them on the way, new braces. I don't know if this is good enough, but it is. It feels, my homemade one feels pretty solid, so it's the only thing I can think that would make the chassis flex just a little bit more would be these plastic things. So I've got the top and front and rear coming, and that should be it. I wasn't going to do it, but I don't really want to strip gears, or yeah, maybe later down the track I might get some alloy mounts here for the center diff. I should have got that, but anyway. Now I could put these in there and she should be good to go. Still waiting on my hose, or really my pipe for the hose, the homemade hose that I want to put on this one. Bought some alloy pipe or tubing, which is like, hopefully it will be like this, and I'll be able to do the same as the Crazy Stew one for this one. But one thing I did notice with the Rovans as well, and I've really noticed how much of a pain it is since putting the Crazy Stew pipe in, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier, is that the aerial here on a Losi's over here. So when it's over here, you really got to watch out when you're putting the body on that you don't bend the shit out of this. And that's what I've been doing because of this Crazy Stew, because that's pulling the cage that way. It's sort of catching this thing and then bending it. I have cut the cage out for that intake. I've cut the intake, I've cut the cage, and it's still, and I think that's why initially I wasn't too impressed with it years ago when I bought one, because it's a finished product, and yet you got to hack up all your gear just to fit that thing, you know. So it'd be interesting to see how my hose goes compared to this one, because mine just goes straight up. So we'll see how much better or worse it is. Like, time will tell. I'm still waiting on that. Things are taking forever now with the post because of this virus. So still waiting on that. One thing I'm thinking again is some shock covers as well. I know these come with boots, but you know, if they're fully extended and all that, there's still going to be dust going under there, and you don't want your dust to scratch the shock shaft, I guess you could say. Because once you got dirt on that shock shaft, then that'll go up against the seals, and then you'll get leaky bloody shockers. So I know that dust still gets through these, but it's got to go through these, then through the boots. So you're less likely, you know, you're really giving it its best chance not to wear out so quick. So that's probably one other thing that I might get. Just pretty much getting all you know, preventative maintenance sort of parts. Just so that once it's done, don't have to go back. Although, you know, shock covers they don't last forever, but still. And one thing that I did do on the past ones, if you don't bolt up your cage, is the side of it, which is these little prongs here. I could just cut them off, but I think, no, actually, I think that's a bit of support. So I might just get a bit of plastic like I did last time and glue it here, glue it along there, and then I won't wear out the tank. So that should be good there too. Interesting to see how much longer these will last compared to, because I saw some Rovan ones. These ones are like, I think it's $45, $46 plus post. And then I noticed you can get some Rovan ones for like $9. So you got to wonder how much better these are. Like $9 for Rovan ones. At one stage I might try the Rovan ones just to see how bad they are. That's what this rig's going to be about. I don't know why. I just want to test it, see how good it is compared to a Losi. I know it's got the Losi shocks, but everything else is pretty much Rovan, so, or upgraded, which you normally do anyway. So, but it'll be very interesting, I'm going to say. That's it for now, and I'll catch you next time. See yous.